I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your patience and welcome to another Game to Love tennis podcast, live commentary, play-by-play, hosted by me. My name is Covey, and it looks like we've already got a huge bunch of our GTL All-Stars in the chat. Thank you to everyone for jumping on the chat. Don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe if you haven't just yet, and happy Friday to everyone. So yeah, we got Lamberto in the house. I see Manor. We've got Lamberto. We've got MJ, King of Just. So we'll hit up all of your comments here in a second. But yeah, let's see what's going on. So this match has been constantly delayed. There was the Cam Norrie match from earlier versus Echeverry. That one went super long. There was a couple of rain delays. So basically, the Varias Musetti match started when this match was supposed to start. Luckily, that only went 2, and there was an upset in that one. Musetti lost. So now here we are. We got MJ. This is funny first comment I'm putting up, but this is from MJ saying, I'm stalking you. And she's Googling me. I'm being Googled. So MJ, enjoy the Googling. Let me know what you find out. Manor is... they trolled me, okay? So normally Manoris, I believe, is a man, and Manor Sapphire is a lady. I'm not sure. All I know is that they trolled me, and it was really hilarious because I pretty much did not know it was them, and the whole time they made up a story that they used to date Borna Choric, and then I was like, hey, can you text him and tell him I said hi? And then they made up a story that they did text him, and he was like, who's Covey? So anyways, yeah, there we go. So let's see here. Still, I'm not showing this match on my Bet365. What is going on? There we go. Finally. Okay, they're warming up. All right, folks, thank you for your patience. I was wondering what was going on. Sometimes on the site, when the actual feed starts, you have to refresh the page. It doesn't just automatically start it. So anyways, we've got Dusan Lajovic versus Carlos Alcaraz, the Spaniard who is number 2 in the world, as I'm sure most of you know. Lajovic, number 90 in the world. He's 32 years old. He's a Serbian. Second straight Serbian opponent for Carlitos. He's a one-handed backhand. He's a clay courter. So this should be a pretty good matchup here. Normally, I would give a pretty strong, and I'm giving a pretty strong kind of... Actually, you know what? I'm talking about predictions here without pressing the predictions button. So let me just do that real quick. And then also let me know what your predictions are right after that. Yes. So what I was saying is normally I would say Carlitos would take this in straight sets. Pretty, I don't want to say easily because Lajovic is a clay courter. But obviously he's still getting into match shape, into tennis match form. So I'm going to go ahead and say Carlitos in 3, just like the last match. Let me know what you think. And then we got I got Lamberto. Musetti lost. Not surprised. LOL. Yeah. God, he's such a great ball striker, is Musetti, and he's a great mover as well. I'm a big fan of him. But yeah, I don't think he's found his full groove yet. Manor saying Covey, LOL. I'm not identified to any gender. I'm using she, they. All right. Yeah, I was totally guessing there. And that's kind of dangerous to do in these times. But I know that we're obviously just joking around because you had a really spectacular troll job on me the other day. King Adjust, Lajovic 7664. Oh, all right. Well, the match is actually just about to start. Carlitos serving, and we're starting right now. First serve. Ball is up. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Carlos steps into a forehand. He's at the net now. A lob from Lajovic. Now Carlitos with a forehand cross court. Now backhand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. And that's long. He actually, that was on the backhand side of Alcaraz, but he ran around it and tried to go up the line forehand, but that goes long. So Carlitos, his typical aggressive self to start off the match, which, hey, that's what's got him to where he's gotten to. So there you go. GSL is in the house. Covey, GTL family, some amazing tennis today. Dimanor Dimitrov and Varias Musetti were both high-level stuff. Yeah, Dimitrov made it through there, and the Varias, yeah, that one was a break fest in the second set. I was watching that one more closely because obviously it was right after this one. But yeah, some great tennis going on. Absolutely. Manor saying Alcaraz should win a straight, but I'll say 6-4, 4-6, 7-5 Alcaraz. I'm going to try and incorporate the Alcaraz, the Spain Spanish way of saying it, instead of Alcaraz, if I can here. MJ, I say Carlos in straight sets. Manor saying Gary. Saying what up to Gary. Got Lamberto. Carlos in three. He's just come back from injury. And Lajovic, a good clay quarter. Carlos will just have a bit more though. Yeah, I see it the same way. We got Max in the house as well, as Carlitos hits his first serve into the net at 15 all. Second one coming up. I'll just get to this comment right after this. Our second serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Now forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, backhand slice Lajovic. Now Carlos steps in to the court, forehand, and then a forehand from Lajovic, and then a volley winner for Carlos. Nicely done, Alcaraz there. Took a big forehand, pushed Lajovic back, then came a little bit closer in and put it away with a volley. Nicely done. Do you think Varias can pose a threat to Carlitos if Varias were to reach the finals? I do. He's got a pretty big serve, and his forehand, when he connects, is pretty big. I don't think they're as big, though. He might have a slight advantage on serve, although I'm anxious to see how much Alcaraz has improved that serve in the time off. So he might have a couple tricks up his sleeves that we didn't see in the last match, some new stuff that he's been working on. But overall, I'm going to say I would have Carlitos in that, personally. That's what I would go with. Okay, let's go. We got, let's see, what do we have for likes? Already at 17. That's pretty good for game one of the stream. Serve out wide, returned up the middle. Now Lajovic forehand steps in. Alcaraz thought that the return was long, so he looked like he doesn't stop playing, but it looked like he was questioning that call. But anyways, so they overturned the call. So they called it in and then they called it out. So now it's a replay of the point, 40-15 again. All right. I was like, because I've never seen Carlos give up on a point, and I was really surprised that it looked like he did that. But in the end, it wasn't. It was a replay of the point. So nice call by the umpire to overturn. We got forehand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, and another forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic cross court, and that's a winner. Stretched Carlos out as far as possible. Carlos did get a piece of it, but could not return it into the court. So 40-30, not bad from Lajovic here. Already twice now, Carlos has stepped around backhands for punishing forehands. He's one of them he hit long in that last game, but in the other one here, he did not. All right, 40-30 first serve is good. Returned into the net. Game 1 goes to Carlito. Give him a little bit of love there. Starting off the match on the right foot.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Okay, MJ, not a good stalker. Lost my touch. I can't find your music. Okay, you know what I'll do? I will. Oh, you thought you found me, but it was some other Covey rapper. Okay. So here we go. Lajovic about to start here. Max saying, I like Musetti. I wish he was more consistent. You know, I feel like Musetti is one of those players who's going to figure it out. I don't think he's, obviously he's really young. I don't think he's too old or anything by any means. I think that he has like the pedigree of like a great tennis player, good mover. The one-hand backhand is pretty good, man. I remember him beating Carlos in the final. I think was it Umag? Carlos lost 2 straight clay court finals, one to Sinner and one to Musetti last year, back-to-back tournaments. But anyways, I think Musetti is going to figure out. I'm not worried about him right now. In like a year and a half, if he hasn't gotten better results, then I would kind of get a little nervous. But I mean, I think he's going to figure it out. He's that good, in my opinion. Max with some great advice. Hit the like button, everyone. Yes, absolutely. There you go. We're at 21 likes. Let's try and get 100, folks. I really would love to get the 100. I've gotten 100 once on a solo stream, but I want to do it again because it tasted so good. Plus, there's a really cool 100 button. Kathy is in the house saying, hey, all. Welcome, Kathy. Great to see ya. There you go. All right, so Lajovic forehand goes off the tape at 15 all and long. So it's now 15-30, a tiny bit of pressure. And MJ, I'm going to throw something from my own account into the chat. That is for that comment that I just put in from my personal account, your boy Covey. That is my SoundCloud. There you can listen to all my music, and it's free. All right, we got a backhand-to-backhand battle. Now Carlos goes backhand up the line, forehand Lajovic. Now Carlos makes his way to the net and puts some pressure on Lajovic. He's got a backhand that goes, he tries to lob it, but it goes wide. So quickly, 2 break points now, 15-40 here in game number 2. Okay, first serve is long here. So a couple break points and an opportunity, big opportunity here on a second serve for Alcaraz. And was that a second serve that went? That was a double fault. Yeah, that was a double. Whoa, such an uneventful way. It was a double fault. So there you go, break for Carlitos. But the players neither reacted like they won or lost the point. What a weird kind of thing. Anyways, let's hit that break button. And he got some Indian guy in New York, and then I was like, Covey is pretending to be in Vancouver. No, I'm born and raised in Vancouver. Peach is in the house. Hey, Covey and GTL fam. Yep. I thought I just put I put a comment on there from my account. It's not showing up. Okay. Nice forehand cross court from Lajovic. Carlos cannot handle it. So love 15. Let's see here. Okay. So I tried to put my my SoundCloud link, which has all my music on there. We'll get that in a second here. Carlitos with a drop shot. And then Dusan Lajovic makes it, gets to the drop shot, tries to pop it over Carlitos, but Carlos jumps and smashes an overhead for the winner. So nicely done, Carlos. He's showing all the same tools that he showed us last year on his exciting kind of run from 30 to number 1 in the world. And I was so excited to see that yesterday or a couple days ago in that match. I also read an interesting article about Carlos as he gets his first serve in body serve, and Lajovic returns that long, so 30-15. Read an interesting article about how Carlos was obviously on his way up last year, just kept on getting better and better and increasing his ranking, beating good players, great players. Then he took out Nadal and Djokovic in the same tournament, first player ever to do that in a clay tournament. And so, but he was always kind of the underdog, you know, he was like the young upstart who hadn't reached the heights yet. And this article was saying that him starting this year as world number 2 could be a huge blessing for him, because it relieves a lot of pressure. You know, because when you're number 1, I know number 2 is very close to Lajovic with a beautiful running backhand up the line winner, 30 all here on the Carlos serve. But I thought that that was a very astute point by the, gosh, I forgot who wrote the article, but it was a very astute point that, you know, being number 1 in the world is a different monster than being number 2 or 3. And so I think that's really, I think that's, whoever wrote the article had a really good point. It's going to help him not feel too much pressure and still kind of have something to reach for, obviously, because he says he wants to get that number 1 back. I'm sure Novak has a lot to say about that. And I really hope we have a bunch of matches between them this year, or at least a couple. All right, Carlos 40-30 here, up a break, 2-love in the first set. Looking to take a quick 3-0 lead. He's just 1 point away. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Oh, Covey Manor is asking if I... So I do have some stuff on Spotify with my record label, but if you wanted to hear my music, like all of my music in one spot, it's just soundcloud.com/yaboycovey. I put it in the chat, but it's not showing up for some reason, I think. I don't know if you guys saw it there. Here we go. Backhand Carlos, backhand Lajovic. Backhand Carlos. We got crazy angles going on. Lajovic tries to go up the line, but it hits the top part of the net. And Carlos with a consolidation up 3-0 really quickly here in set number 1. So Manor, you don't need to have a SoundCloud account. You just go to soundcloud.com/yaboycovey, YABOIKAVI. So, and it's totally free. You don't have to sign up. There's no ads or anything. There might be some ads actually, but yeah. So there you go. Let's see here. So yeah, Carlos up 3-0. Really quick start here. All right. Oh, we got. Let's see here. I'm gonna go back up the chat because there's been a couple. MJ, you sub me. Thank you. Lamberto. We got, who else we got? Callum. Oh, play the Vamos ALCARAZ. You know what? Actually, I should, because he deserves it. He is starting off strong here. Let's give him one more button.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
So Manor is saying this year we're going to see how Alcaraz playing as a defending champion. Yeah, he's got a lot of points. He's got Rio to defend. He's got Barcelona, he's got Miami, he's got Madrid, and of course the US Open. So crazy. Yeah, he's got a lot of points to defend, although I think he'll do okay. I have a feeling that he is going to be just fine. All right, second serve is in, starting this game. Now backhand Carlos, backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, drop shot Alcaraz, Lajovic gets to it, tries to redrop, but hits it into the net. My brain wants this, or my brain, or like how I'm thinking, I want to say Alcaraz when I'm calling the play-by-play, but my brain keeps saying Carlos for some reason. Not sure what's going on. There's a disconnect. Maybe I should have some water. That might help. All right, love 15, first serve off the tape and wide. So fault, second serve coming up. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Lajovic with the forehand, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, and it's a winner. You wrong-footed Alcaraz. Really nicely done there. Now, I'm going to try and post it on here. So maybe it's because I'm not in the super chat. That's why. Let's try this. There you go. So I just popped it in the link there. Oh, JP in the house. What's going on, JP? Great to have you. Australia's finest. So yeah, let me know if that link works. Hopefully you can see that one. And 30-15 here. So Lajovic getting a little bit more solid here. Oh, 25 likes. Loving it, folks. We are definitely on a good pace. 25 likes, and there's 25 viewers. So how about that? We're batting 1,000. Thank you to everyone. Oh, Lajovic with a forehand up the line. That goes long, so 30 all. That's weird. So it works for me. I'm not sure why it's not working. Very odd. I just typed it into my Google Chrome and it's popping up normal. All right, we got a forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, great angle. Lajovic with a desperation kind of lob backhand, and Carlos with a swinging volley winner, setting up another chance for a break point. 30-40 here on the Lajovic serve. He's down a break at love 3 in the first set. So some good defense. Carlos was moving back and forth, and then he was pulled out to his forehand off the court, but then he hit a really nice cross-court forehand that landed deep and wide, which kind of neutralized the point, and then he was able to go on the offensive. His defense looking great. His movement's looking great since he's come back. Good serve from Lajovic. It does not come back in the court, so he saves one break point, and we are at deuce. Okay. Interesting. It still doesn't work, Lamberto, because I just typed it in Y-A. Are you spelling boy with an I? Because it's not B-O-Y, it's B-O-I. But anyways, yeah, that's really odd. Tommy Paul is out. Did he lose? We'll check on some out of town scoreboard. Alcaraz, short ball, easy winner there. So he's got another break point opportunity. He's trying to make quick work here of Lajovic. MJ saying just copy and paste. Yes, hopefully that will work for everyone. Better now. We had 2 very hot days here. Okay. That hot Aussie summer. Gary, I don't think Musetti lost because he played badly. Mr. Varias was making it happen. Yeah, especially after Musetti broke back early in the second set. I was like, oh, okay, it looks like, he had a big roar, and I thought, okay, this is going to be, he's got his legging. But Varias was even more impressive after that in breaking. I think he broke 3 times in that in that set, and then a gutsy hold as well to end the match. So yeah, I was really impressed with Varias. It definitely wasn't like Musetti lost. It was that Varias won for sure. Wow, it was 6-2, 6-2. Man, I thought it was, yeah. I guess I saw the score when it was like 3-2 when they were on serve or something. All right, Lajovic with the drop shot at the net, and Carlos Reed drops him. Wow. So it was a drop shot by Lajovic, and he pulls Carlos all the way to the net, and Carlos is kind of at the sideline on Carlos's backhand side, and Carlos looked like he was about to go up the line with it, and that's where Lajovic went, but he actually went cross court, and it was just a beautiful high IQ wrong footing. Great play there by Carlos, setting up a third break point in this game. First serve by Lajovic into the net. So Carlitos now has a second serve chance at a 4-love lead here. Serve is good. Backhand. Oh, he went on the offense. It was a high kicker on the backhand side. Carlos hit it into the net there, but he was trying to go for an outright winner up the line. You could tell he's feeling it. Max, yeah, I agree with you. Carlitos wants to end this match quickly. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, emphasis. Yeah, there's my I had a female vocalist as well. She's a friend of mine. She did killer job on that song. And it was so much fun to record that together. You know, Lajovic with the backhand. Carlos tries to do a drop shot, but that hits the top of the net. He would have won the point if that drop shot was in, because it was the perfect opportunity. Lajovic was kind of going backwards, and he got wrong-footed in the front to back sense, not the side to side sense. So here we are. Lajovic now has the advantage, and we've got a backhand return. Alcaraz forehand, Lajovic backhand. Alcaraz forehand. Lajovic another backhand. Alcaraz, but he hit it right at Alcaraz's body, and Alcaraz could not control that, and that goes way wide. And Lajovic is on the board, and I think he deserves some love.
Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic with a nice backhand cross court. Carlos backhand. And then another backhand from Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz cross court. Backhand Lajovic up the line. Beautiful. Carlos with a desperation lob, but that does not make it over the net. So again, Lajovic doing a good job moving Carlos back and forth, and takes the first point here on Carlos's serve to open game number 5. Carlos still up 1 break at 3-1. Okay. Oh, we got Manor. Well, Cubby, I have work in like 8 hours, so I think we end this here. Good night, sweet dreams, everyone. Have a great night, Manor. Always love having you in the chat. And yes, we'll see you real soon. Have a great rest. Oh, we got Tanya Jovanovic saying it's 34 Celsius here. Wow, that's really hot. That's too hot. That's when you just sit inside your room with air conditioning, or your car with air conditioning, or your pool. But hopefully you're getting some shade, and you're able to be indoors a little bit. That is really hot, though. I used to go to university in Arizona, and it would hit, once it actually hit like 45. It was crazy. But over there it's very dry, so if you can get out of the direct sun, you're okay, but it was still absolutely crazy. All right, Alcaraz under a little bit of pressure here now, down love 30 on his serve. Lajovic standing back for his to receive this first serve. Alcaraz first serve into the net. Carlos and Iga should date. They will have carb babies. I'm not sure that it's a term. Well, I'm what's a carb baby? All right, you got forehand to forehand battle. Lajovic forehand now cross court from Alcaraz. Now Lajovic makes his way to the net. Nice volley deep. Carlos tries to lob over him, but that's just long, setting up a triple break chance here for Lajovic. So after taking a 3-love lead, Lajovic, after a gutsy hold in the last game, after a few deuces, and he saved 3 break points. Now he has 3 break points and looking to get level here in terms of the breaks. So these are the moments with Carlos coming back after 4 months. Really am like curious to see how he handles these points. Oh, Carlos with a forehand deep that went long. It went just a little bit long, a hair. And so there you have it. First chance for a break, and he takes it 1 for 1. One more time. Let's give it up for Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Okay. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you guys can see, but right above my head, I got some cool merch. I got this Novak Djokovic 22 hoodie. It's really sweet. It's got this like alligator pattern on the top of the twos. I also got a t-shirt. Yeah, if anyone is interested in merch, we have the link in our description there. You can take a look. But yeah, pretty cool. I love the color and I love the fit. It was perfect. So yeah. There you have it, folks. The old number 22 above my head. Bye to everyone leaving us. JP, I thought this was a tennis podcast. I believe it is, my friend. Are we talking about too much other stuff here? If so, I will get back onto the tennis a little bit more. But everyone just keeps asking about the music stuff. And it all started with Gary. Gary saw one of my music videos on YouTube, and so I think that kind of got the ball rolling, although I do appreciate that you checked that out, Gary. 40 Celsius? Gosh, that is crazy. Yeah, that's just too much. We actually hit 40. Vancouver hit 40 for the first time. It was actually the day my niece was born. So it was June 26th. Not last year, 22. It was 2021. Is that right? Yeah, 2021. And that was the first time in our city's recorded history that we hit 40 degrees. And that was just unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. Okay. Lajovic with a nice serve there. We got a rally going on. Forehand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic. It's a high looper. And then Alcaraz tries to go up the line. However, that's wide. So 15-love, and we're back on serve. Oh, I forgot to hit the break button because our boy Lajovic just hit a gun. Okay, Lajovic, nice first serve. Alcaraz return is wide, so Carlos is looking having a little bit of a lull here already, midway through this first set. 30-love for Lajovic, although Lajovic is playing really, really well as well, and he is a clay court guy, so not a huge surprise. All right, good serve. And return backhand up the middle from Alcaraz, and Lajovic forehand into the net. So it's now 30-15. Tanya Jovanovic going to the beach. That's a great place to be. I tried to take my dog to the beach today, but it was a little too cloudy. It looked like rain clouds over the beach area. So we went to a park. Okay. Nice kick serve from Lajovic for backhand return from Alcaraz, and Lajovic off the net and gets a nice bounce. Alcaraz, whoa! Too much is happening. So Lajovic hits the ball off the net. And he got a really good bounce because it landed on the sideline. really close to the net. Alcaraz races to it, hits a backhand cross court, little dink shot. Then Lajovic hits just one up the middle to push Alcaraz back, and then Alcaraz does a tweener. But he did it not like normally you kind of run with your back facing the net. He came at it from the side and hit a good one, but then Lajovic put it away. Anyways, that was a really crazy point, and Lajovic just won the next one here, so it's 40-30 now. And Lajovic with a chance to get level, game point. Most of Sydney is at the beach, yeah. I mean, even before it's super, super hot, Australians strike me as beach people, but when it's that hot, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Now, JP saying the summer hasn't been too hot. Are you guys in the same place? Same city? All right, Lajovic with it. Oh, beautiful. So Lajovic he had a short ball and he goes inside out forehand and pushes Alcaraz out wide, and Alcaraz hits a winning backhand ripper down the line. Beautiful point there. Back to deuce. So even though Alcaraz is looking like a lull, he still found his way back to deuce here, which is a good sign when someone's not at their best, but they're able to put pressure on the opponent's serve, get back into games that they were out of. Those are huge signs. These are what I'm watching for when I'm watching someone like Alcaraz coming back after 4 months. Oops. I can't until it's spring. Sorry, I was actually trying to hit a different one. Gary's saying, question, in case I am just a dumb rock, you're not a dumb rock. What's with the alligator on the Novak merch? I think it's like homage to Lacoste. That's the company that he is sponsored by, and their logo is an alligator. So I think maybe that's it, or maybe just because he's a dangerous predator and he eats up tennis players for nutrition. That could be one of the reasons as well. Okay, Lajovic here at advantage. First serve is long. Second serve coming up. Serve is good. It's a beauty one out wide. Carlos with an even better return, a looping one super deep into the court. Now we're going forehand to forehand. Now Lajovic forehand, Alcaraz, backhand Alcaraz, and backhand Lajovic does not make it over the net. No, we're back to deuce. There we go. Carlos keeping this game alive. Hey, lady, 707 Lady T in the house. Great to see your name pop up in the chat. It's been a little while. Welcome. Also saying hi to everyone. Yeah, summer just started in Australia, late summer. Still haven't made my way down there. I almost played hockey for the Gold Coast Rhinos, but one of my biggest regrets is not going. Nice return from Alcaraz to the forehand side. Lajovic tries to do a drop shot, but it hits the top part of the high part of the net, and it does not go over. So Alcaraz now with another break point. He has the advantage. Will he take advantage? He had 3 in the last game, but was unable to convert. All right, first serve is very long, so second serve coming up. Serve is good. Return up the middle. Now Lajovic, backhand, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, and can't handle it. Lajovic was making his way to the net, and that backhand by Alcaraz, he made it dip right as it got to the net, and it was hard for Lajovic to get to that as he was moving forward, and he kind of showed wide. So now Alcaraz with another break, and he's up 4-2 here. Nicely done. Good recovery after a couple sloppy games from Alcaraz. Yeah. After this next game, I'll do a little out-of-town scoreboard action because we haven't done much of that yet. There's been 2 matches today already in this tournament. Before this one, there's been a couple completed and one underway in Delray Beach. And we had 4 matches in Rotterdam completed, and we had 2 matches in Doha. I'll go over all of that stuff. Backhand Alcaraz. Now a drop. Forehand Dusan. Lajovic. God. And then Alcaraz tries to do a drop shot, hits the net. So his drop shots, he's hit 3 of them into the net now. So he doesn't have the touch right now. Yesterday, I think he missed 1 out of like 5. So his timing and touch was on a little bit sharper. Sorry, not yesterday, the day before. Thank you, Covey. I didn't get the Lacoste connection because I am a Tumrock. No, my friend, you're not. I will not let you verbally abuse yourself, Gary. You are a rock star if you're any sort of rock. Lacoste connection. There you go. Max saying, I hope Runa can recover from his wrist injury. Same here. Same here. Wrists are tricky, and same with Korda, right? Sebi Korda had that wrist injury. Definitely hoping for both of those players to have a swift and full recovery. All right, again, Alcaraz quickly down, love 30 on his serve. Nice first serve. Lajovic with a good backhand return up the middle. Now backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz into the net. So love 40. Again, triple break point for the second straight service game of Carlos's. He is down love 40. Gary asking Max, do you know if the wrist issue is serious? I'll let her answer, or let Max answer. And what I will say is, I wonder if it's connected to when he fell in. Was it the match before Rublev in like the 3rd round at the Australian Open? He fell and he kind of landed on. I think it was the fall that was the worst part of the landing on the wrist was the worst part of the fall. Great drop shot from Alcaraz, redrop by Lajovic, and then another redrop. So it's the second time now. So Lajovic redrops Alcaraz's drop, and he goes cross court. And again, it looked like, because he forced Carlos to the sideline, it looked like Carlos was going to go up the sideline, but at the last second, he changed the racket face and goes back to where Lajovic was. So again, really, I love those high IQ moments when you wrong foot someone so badly. All right, still has 2 more break points to fend off here. 15-40, first serve into the net. Yeah, how about that? Iga lost 2 games in 2 matches. I'm now waiting for Iga versus Novak. Yeah, so she had a bye in the first round. She goes 6-love, 6-1 in the second round. And then in the 3rd round, she gets a walkover because Bencic pulled out. Oh, Alcaraz tries to go up the line forehand after a cross-court exchange and goes long. So Lajovic with another break. Wow. But as I was saying, so Iga, bye in the first round, 6-0, 6-1 win in the second round, walkover in the 3rd round, 4th round, 6-love, 6-1 win. So she's, what is it? 2 matches. She's won, 24 to 2 games. 24 games won to 2 games lost. That is spectacular. Absolutely crazy. So do you think, ladies and gentlemen, that she will start another 37-match winning streak? Because that's where it started last year in Doha. All right, so as promised, we're going to go over the out-of-town scores. Buenos Aires, this tournament here, we had Cam Norrie take out Thomas Etcheverry in 3 sets. We had Juan Pablo Varillas take out Musetti in 2 sets. And then we have this match going on. And then later we have Bernabe Zapata Miralles versus Francisco Cerundolo. So that'll wrap up. And the winner of this match will play the winner of Zapata Miralles and Cerundolo. And of course, Norrie will face Varillas in the other semifinal. Over in Delray Beach, Florida, we have Kecmanovic takes out Giron. We have Albo takes out Tommy Paul. And then currently we have Michael Moe is up early, a break at 2-love in the first set against Mackenzie McDonald. And then following that will be Fritz versus Manarino. Also, Dimitrov took out Dimanur. Medvedev took out Aliassime. Sinner took out Wawrinka. And Greek Spore took out Brouwer in a battle of the Dutch. Hagula takes out semifinal Sakari in the semifinals, and Swiatek takes out Kudermetova 6-love 6-1. As we mentioned, she is just on fire over in Doha right now, in Qatar. Absolutely killing it. We got JP saying, what about the part-time player beating Sock? That was Petkotic, the 33-year-old who won his first ever tour level match. He's a real estate agent who also went to Harvard Business School. Really interesting story. I'm going to talk a little bit about his story, I believe, when I do my first non-Australian Cubbies Corner, which will be on Monday. Alcaraz with a great return out wide that pushed Lajovic, and then he goes up the line backhand winner after Lajovic was pulled so far off the court. So it's 15-all at 3-4. We are on serve in the first set. Lajovic is serving. So nice forehand return from Alcaraz. Now backhand Lajovic. Oh, that was weird. Lajovic swung at the ball and just he didn't shank it. He didn't even hit it. Sort of like it hit. Oh, you know what? It took a horrible bounce. It took a completely ridiculous bounce, and he just his racket hit the frame of his racket hit the ball, but you had no chance on that. That's just unlucky. All right, out wide serve, nice high lob return, and then Lajovic swinging volley cross court. Alcaraz forehand goes into the net. So 30-all. I feel like this is a big moment in this match right here. Next couple points could tell us who's going to win this set, especially if Alcaraz gets a break. First serve is into the net. Nice serve out wide. Alcaraz trying to do these moon ball return, but that one was a little long again. So Lajovic 40-30 game point to get level at 4-all. Okay, let's see here. What else we got going on in the chat? Max saying, Gary, I've been doing my research now on Twitter about Holger Rune, and this is what Rune said. I hope it's true and not false. I'll put the link of the tweet that goes by Holger Rune News. Oh, okay. Okay, Lajovic sails a forehand long, so we're at deuce now. So he's not out of it just yet. He's not level. Okay, got a rally going. The middle, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz is a winner. You give Alcaraz one short ball, and if his footing is on, you're in trouble. And that's exactly what just happened to our friend Lajovic. He hit one forehand that landed on the service line, and Alcaraz just pounced. He's like a leopard just waiting. Nicely done. And then a nice fist pump. See, these are the moments where he'll get momentum just for a few seconds, and it could be all the difference. But not this time. He had the break point, but a great serve out wide by Lajovic, and Alcaraz could not return that into the court. So back to deuce here. Again, very impressed with the gutsiness of Lajovic here on his serve. He's been holding a bunch of but saving a bunch of break points after being broken early a couple of times. Okay, serve up the middle, backhand return, now backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz up the line, tries to go for a winner, but it's just long. So Lajovic, game point once again, Trying to get back to 4-all. He's trying to get level. He's climbing the mountain. He's just doing his best, but Alcaraz is saying, no, I'm not going to let you. You're cool. You're chill, but no. All right, Lajovic with a drop shot. Alcaraz pushes that up the line, and Lajovic this time forehand winner up the line on the passing shot. Great little point there from Lajovic. Very impressive. So we are finally level. And I think we should give Lajovic a little bit of love.
Dusan, LAJOVIC.
Dusan, LAJOVIC.
Dusan, LAJOVIc. Dusan, LAJOVIc.
Dusan, LAJOVIc.
Okay, Dusan Lajovic, you heard it there, folks. All right, so Alcaraz, second serve here to start off game number 9. Serve is, it's a double fault. First one of the match for, sorry, is that third one of the match for him? Third double fault of the match for Carlitos. Okay. Carlos with a beautiful serve and volley. He did his patented super out wide quick serve. And again, he did it on the first serve. So players aren't always expecting a kick serve off the first serve. So that's what's like the beauty of that strategy is that, players are expecting that on the second serve, but Carlos has made that a part of his arsenal on the first serve. And so it just puts you off the footing a little bit when you're expecting like a little bit harder serve. Beautiful serve +1, winner inside out forehand. And Carlos right now is looking on point. Like I said, this guy in just a couple of seconds can go from looking okay to like all world. And right now he's kind of in that zone. Okay. Peter saying, Covey, what's going on? Not much, just a little happier now that you're in the chat, my friend. Hey, Ems is here too, Ireland's finest. Welcome, Ems, saying hey guys as well. There you go. Gary saying Harvard Business School and real estate. What better preparation for pro tennis? Funny. I actually used to be a realtor, believe it. I know you guys are like, what the heck? How many things have you done, Covey? But yeah, I was a realtor for a few years. Yeah, I'm one of those people. It's really, really tough to pin myself down here. What are we at? 33 likes. That is pretty good, especially since we have only 22 people in the chat right now. 22 eyeballs on this stream. By the way, Alcaraz here, 40-15, looking good. After again, he's looked good for a couple games, and then he'll have a little lull, and then he looked good again. Good serve there is nice and deep. Forehand return Lajovic. Now backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic. Oh, nice angle. Carlos with a squash return on the forehand side. Lajovic forehand again, and that's wide. So Alcaraz, beautiful squash style defensive forehand kind of slice return, neutralize the point, and then forces Lajovic to go wide on the forehand, and there you have it. It's 5-4 Alcaraz. We're still on serve, and I'm going to give him a button because he deserves it.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Gary saying neither of these guys beats the Varillas that showed up today. Of course, I know tomorrow is a new day. Yeah, and also neither of these players is gonna be playing Varillas in the next round. So Alcaraz will be playing the winner. Or sorry, I'm just saying Alcaraz is gonna win. If Alcaraz wins, he will play either Zapata Miralles or Cerundolo, and if he does end up playing Varillas, or if either of these players end up playing Varillas, it would be in the final. But I see what you're saying. Varillas was very impressive. He was also really impressive against Zverev in the Australian Open. Opened some people's eyes for sure. All right. And then Gary saying, Peter. Okay, Max Covey, if you don't mind me asking, how was it working in real estate and being a realtor? Yeah, it was interesting. I actually had some really good luck at the beginning. I made friends with this guy who came to my open house, and he bought a property off me. And I had, so like one of the first things that happened was I made a sale, and I was brand new into the game. And it was also during a time when the real estate market was really low. And I was just, I'm a very positive fellow, and I'm a happy guy. And so, people would ask me like, how's it going? I'd be like, oh, I made a sale, and they're like, what? Like in like 3 months, which doesn't sound like a short amount of time, but at that time, the market was just really, and also me being brand new. And right away, someone came up to me, one of the managers of the office, and they said, hey, Covey, I'm, really happy for you. You're making a sale for us and for yourself, but you should be, quiet, because a lot of people have made sales in 6 months. And that's when I was like, what? Like I want to celebrate the good times, I want to work in an, so I learned that it's like really cutthroat, and I just didn't love it. After a while, I just wasn't enjoying myself going to work. So for me personally, I mean, maybe a different office and stuff would have been a different circumstance, but I just, in the end, I need to love what I do. Like, that's why I try to take any stream that I can, time permitting, work permitting, for me, just because I love doing this. I love rapping, I love doing this and watching tennis. I mean, I'd probably be watching most of these matches on my own anyways. So to be able to watch them with you guys is pretty sweet. So, but if you're a social person and you like meeting people, you like making sales. Like I know people who love the art of making a sale. In that case, I would say go for it. It's pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Alcaraz now on the Lajovic serve. So Lajovic serving 4-5 to stay in the set, and he is down 15-30. Now here's Alcaraz with the backhand into the net, so 30-all. So Alcaraz still 2 points away from the set. However, Lajovic just 2 points away from pushing it to 5-all. Always be closing. You're right, Peter. Always be closing. Yep, the famous line. And yes, Peter, you're right. Vancouver is a crazy hot real estate market. Crazy. It's always has been, always will be. All right, forehand return from Alcaraz is a punisher to the forehand of Lajovic, and he can't handle it. He hits that forehand into the net, does Lajovic. So now he's down set point, 30-40 on his serve. Alcaraz has a chance to break and take set number 1. Here we go. First serve is up. It's good. Backhand return. Now forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic into the net. Alcaraz fist pump, roars, and takes set number 1, 6-4. Well done, Carlito.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Got JP talking about the housing market over in Australia. Houses are quite expensive here. Many people can't afford them. Interesting. Yeah, I actually don't know too much about the Australian real estate market. It'd be kind of fun to look into, though. It's something I definitely, I do like looking at like housing properties and stuff like that. That's one thing I definitely enjoyed. I think it's because my father used to love going to open houses on weekends. So I think I gained a little bit of that, like the curiosity of like, oh, what is this house worth in this area? And what about the one next door? And blah, blah, blah. So Anyways, let's see where we're at we're at 34 likes. We got 26 people watching. Again, I don't know how this is happening, but I'm pretty grateful for it. We got more likes than viewers. Let's do some stats. We got aces. We had just 1 for Alcaraz, 0 for Lajovic, 3 double faults Alcaraz, 0 Lajovic. We had first serve percentage, 58 for Alcaraz, 63 Lajovic. First serve points 1, 53 for Alcaraz, 44 Lajovic, and second serve points 1, 45 to 50 for 45 Alcaraz, 50 Lajovic. And Alcaraz with 3 breaks, and Lajovic had 2 breaks. So there you go. And let's see, Michael Moe is still, oh no, they're on serve now in the first set against Mackenzie McDonald, so he got a break back. And that's pretty much all for the live scores. Oh, check it out. Skiing is in the house. Hi, Covey. Hey, Skiing. Thank you for the tip. Really appreciate it, as always, and all the support. How you been? Great to have you in the chat. Peach is especially okay if it was a dog, so I missed a little bit of... Oh, by the way, my dog got a haircut. If I can find her, I'll bring her up. But she looks like a different dog. She looks like Toto now. All right, Alcaraz serving here to kick off set number 2, and it is 15-love. Okay, first serve is good at 15-love and comes back wide on the return. So 30-love real quick here. We got Peter excited for that. Skiing is in the house, saying ski. And then we got Gary saying it's ski, and his most generous wallet. Again, absolutely. Really appreciate that every time. Skiing, very, very supportive. And great to see you in the chat always. Always, for sure. And skiing, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure you know that Covey's Corner is going to start on Monday, a weekly Covey's Corner. And a lot of that is thanks to you because of all the support that all of you guys showed, making it worthwhile to do it. So thank you to everyone, all the supporters of the channel. And again, like I said, if you haven't yet, please give us a like, give us a subscribe. We appreciate it greatly. And it helps us. 37. Look at this, everyone. It's amazing. All right. Alcaraz now up 40-love here, so he's got a little bit of a rhythm going after getting a break to end that last set. All right, nice serve into the body, returned up the middle, and then forehand cross-court winner Alcaraz. And we finally have a game to love. Check it out, folks. Game to Love Tennis Podcast says join YouTube membership. There is the link. You can copy that, paste it, get to this spot, and hit subscribe. We also have Patreon, PayPal, all those other ones. So if you look in our description box, any way you'd like to support, like I said, merch as well. We got the merch right above me that I got just yesterday, or the day before yesterday, actually. The hoodie, the Wicked Novak 22, and then I also got a t-shirt, plain white tee. It says Game to Love. It is stylish as all heck, y'all, so I recommend it if anyone's looking for some attire, or for someone you know, maybe. What else we got here? We got Alcaraz taking the 5th straight point of this second set. So he won the first set, Game to Love, and now he's up love 15 on the Lajovic serve. Serve is good. Backhand return, forehand Lajovic, drop shot Alcaraz. Lajovic can't get there, so 6 points in a row now for Alcaraz. Heating up. Trying to make quick work of the second set, I believe. But we have lots of tennis yet to be played, folks. Hey, look at this. Son of Robin Records, a.k.a. Ben, says, nice hoodie, Covey, with the heart eye emoji. Yes, I love it. It fits perfect, Ben. Absolutely perfectly. I love the color as well. I believe it's called Heather. So it's not like navy. It's not black, but it's kind of like in the middle with like maybe a little grayish. But anyways, I love it, and the tee as well. So a wonderful, wonderful merch. And again, I implore you all to grab some. Another forehand crusher from Alcaraz up the line. Sets up triple break points. Lajovic now loves 40. Alcaraz has won all 7 points so far in set number 2. Nice little forehand exchange, but then again, Lajovic just hit one a little bit short, and Alcaraz pouncing, just pouncing. Gary saying, way past your bedtime, Ben. Oh, yeah. Gosh. It's midnight over there. No, it's almost 1 a.m., I believe. Is that right? Yeah, almost 1 a.m. They're 8 hours ahead of me. No, is that right? Yeah, that's... Well, Ben, JG, these guys are hard workers. They are up at all times helping us out, the commentators, and setting up all the streams and everything. So not surprised that Ben is awake late. We got a beautiful forehand rally going. Now Alcaraz just rips the forehand that Lajovic just can't handle. A game to love break. So there you go, folks. 8 straight points now for Carlos Alcaraz, exactly 1 hour into the match. And here we go. First serve coming, 2-love, up a break is Carlos. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand moonball Lajovic. Forehand cross-court Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand slice Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz up the middle. Forehand Lajovic is long. 9 in a row now. I'm going to see how long this goes. This streak of points. It's definitely the longest streak of the match as well out of any player. Oh, there's an in unison "Vamos, Carlitos" chant in the crowd. By the way, the crowd is full. And also for last time I did the Alcaraz match versus Laszlo Djere, people were asking what the crowd was like, and the view of the camera, they didn't show that much, but I saw some replays after. It was packed, absolutely packed, and it's also packed again today. So these people are out for some Alcaraz, and Alcaraz finally loses a point in set number 2. So 9 points he had won in a row, and now that streak is over. So 15 all here. Okay, where are we at again here? 37. Let's get those likes up, folks. 37. We got to hit 100, don't we? I mean, it's only a 2-set match. If it goes 2, it might be a tough task, but we'll do our best here. All right, backhand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz is long. So now 15-30. So 15-30. And let's see. We're still on serve in Delray Beach, where Michael Moe is facing Mackenzie McDonald, All-American quarterfinal matchup. All right, beautiful serve out wide, volley, and beautiful touch volley. Bounces twice. Lajovic, no chance. See, just this. And so the beauty of this strategy of hitting these out wide serves on the first serve is they're just not expecting it. And then once they start moving over and expecting it, then Alcaraz is going to go up the tee with a flat serve. So it's just like having that in your arsenal and using it as a first serve is such a smart weapon. First serve this time goes off the tape and long. So we have a fault. Baby. Hi. You want to show them your haircut? Look at this little baby. She's got her haircut. Beautiful serve out wide. Now forehand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic is, it lands very deep. Forehand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic. Drop shot Alcaraz. Lajovic gets to it, goes up the line, but it's long. He got there in plenty of time. Not one of Alcaraz's best drop shots, but unfortunate for Lajovic. He just pushed that just a bit too far. So there you go. If you saw her 2 days ago, she was like, her hair is as long as it's ever been. But now, a little baby is all Toto looking. She went from scruffy to Toto. My sister said she looked like she was homeless, and now she looks like she has a home. But she's always had a home. Okay, 40-30, Alcaraz, first serve into the net. All right, we got Gary, GSL. So we all said in September that Alcaraz Center is going to be epic for years to come. Nothing has changed. Everyone agree? I definitely think so. Alcaraz with a double fault there, fourth of the match, brings us back to deuce. I definitely think that these two are going to have some epic battles. Definitely, yeah. Nothing for me in that regard has changed, and I'm really excited for said battles, living up to the standard of that incredible U.S. Open quarterfinal between the two. All right, here's Alcaraz at deuce, first serve. Goes up the tee, backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, backhand cross-court Alcaraz, backhand slice Lajovic. Alcaraz steps around the backhand and goes forehand wide. However, his forehand was. Therefore, it is advantage and break point Lajovic. So this has been the theme so far of the match. Alcaraz goes up early and then looks like he's about to cruise, has a chance to squash, step on the throat, and then Lajovic steps up. In the first set, we had Alcaraz had 3 breaks, Lajovic had 2. And Alcaraz always gets the first one. Lajovic got another one. Oh, it was a serve and drop shot second. All right, so beautiful serve out wide, Alcaraz, and return up the middle, then Alcaraz drop shot. Lajovic gets to it, and then Alcaraz hits a swinging volley out of the air, cross-court winner, as Lajovic was just at the net there. So beautifully done, nice timing, and that was a crusher of a forehand. JP on the same page as Gary and myself, saying, I agree that U.S. Open match was something else. Honestly, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was sitting in my room, and I was like, there's match points against Alcaraz, and I was so bummed because I was just like, I want this to go on. And then he saved him. And and then the behind the back shot. No, another forehand exchange there goes. This time Alcaraz hits a forehand into the net. So now it's again break point for the second time, Lajovic. But yeah, that behind the back shot, everything about that match was so amazing. And there was even a point in the match, which I loved, where Alcaraz looked up to Juan Carlos Ferrero and said, what do I do? Where do I go? I can't serve. And it was like, we'll get this point here. So nice serve, and then +1 on the short ball. Goes to Lajovic backhand. He pops that up for a lob, but it lands right over the line, and Alcaraz with an easy slam. So he saves 3 breaks in this game, back to deuce. And so Alcaraz was saying to Carlos, like, he was yelling at him, like, and you don't normally see him do that, but obviously the stress of the moment, he's like, where do I go? I can't serve. I don't know where to serve. And Juan Carlos Ferrero just looked at him like a father, saying, I don't know, buddy. You're going to have to figure this one out on your own. And there was just something so beautiful about that exchange to me. The fact that, they always say, like, he's like a father to me, and Juan Carlos says he's like a son to me. I'm not sure what the delay is. I think someone was talking. Or Lajovic, maybe some movement behind Alcaraz. Anyways, I thought that was a phenomenal moment in that match. And it also, it was like a coming of age moment for Alcaraz, where he's like, maybe I can't get advice all the time whenever I need it. I got to figure this out on my own. All right, beautiful exchange we got going on here. Forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic. Alcaraz makes his way to the net and cuts off a passing shot at the net with a beautiful drop volley that just dropped. It was almost like a volley drop shot, touch volley there. And there you go, back to advantage. Alcaraz trying to take a 3-love lead here, in just like he did in the first set. Okay. JP, Carl is one of the best retrievers I've seen. Yeah, absolutely. Like, he retrieves. Okay, serves. By the way, serve out wide is a nice one. Lajovic returns it wide. So Alcaraz does hold and consolidates his break. So let's do that real quick. And the button.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
So Gary's saying, of all things that impressed me about Carlos, his tennis IQ is near the top of my list. Yeah, I'm the same way. I love that he's a thinker out there at such a young age. You know, they always say the big three are great problem solvers. He has that quality, absolutely. And so what you were saying, JP, and I did touch on this in the first match that couple days ago, Alcaraz's first match of the year. I called that one, and I was kind of mentioning that his retrieval is so good that once he gets 1 or 2 that he has no business getting, the opponent now is starting to go for more narrow and narrow margins, and now they're missing because they're scared that if I don't hit the absolute perfect shot down the line, he's just going to get it. And that is just a mind F for your opponent, right? So there's so many things that like cascade from the retrieval. And I think, Djokovic and Nadal, they don't give up on points. And that's why, because they understand that if I can make them dejected by hitting one last shot or hitting like an overhead into the net when they were expecting the ball to not even come back from, like, say, their previous like approach shot or whatever, it just totally screws with your head. And so it's cool that he has that, and it's definitely an IQ thing. All right, Lajovic serving now. Love 3, down 1 break here in set number 2, also down a set, and Alcaraz hits a backhand into the net. So Lajovic 15 love. Okay. First serve here is good. Out wide. Alcaraz return up the middle. Forehand Lajovic up the line. Alcaraz gets to it, but doesn't get good contact. And it does not make it over. 30 love, Lajovic. $38 likes. Loving it. Only 18 people viewing right now. So interesting. Ah, 19 now. Hey, whoever just give us a like, we would really appreciate it. But we have twice as many likes as viewers right now. It's so hilarious. All right, Lajovic with a double fault here. So now Carlos makes his way onto the scoreboard here in game number 4. 30-15 here, Lajovic. First serve is long. Here comes a second. Second serve is a nice one out wide. Alcaraz return up the middle. Lajovic to the Alcaraz backhand. So he wrong foots Alcaraz. Smart play. And Alcaraz, again, just mishits that. Does not make it back over. And it's now 40-15. Ram Bakshi in the house. Ram was dropping some heavy bars last time. Great to have you in the house, Ram. How's your day going, buddy? Let us know. Ooh, big forehand there from Alcaraz. That's up a second point. So now 40-30, Lajovic. Lajovic rips across court forehand, and then Alcaraz goes up the line. Yeah, again, it was just a little bit short, and Alcaraz just said, okay, I'm taking this bad boy into the back wall. Beautiful serve from Lajovic, super wide. Alcaraz pushes Alcaraz all the way to the other side, and you can't reach it. So, game, Lajovic, smartly done, moving Alcaraz along. back and forth there. When is Indian Wells? I believe it's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So like after this week, after this turn, it'll be not. So it'll be the 20th, then the 27th. I think it's like the first week of March. But you know what? I'll just double check that as well in just a second. So here's Alcaraz serving up a break at 3-1 in the second set. Serve and then drop shot. Now Lajovic makes it to the net. And then he makes that to the drop shot that Alcaraz hits it to Alcaraz's backhand, and then Alcaraz just flicks it back. Lajovic let it go past him, thinking it was going to go long, but it dropped right inside the line. So 15-love Alcaraz. March 6th, JP, the answer is March 6th is when Indian Wells starts. Okay, nice serve, Alcaraz, backhand, Lajovic. Now forehand, Alcaraz on the run. It's long. So 15 all. Ron Bakshi saying, good mate, just preparing for an exam on Tuesday. Best of luck. What exam are you taking, my friend? What course? And then we also got GSL saying, Covey, I gave you 15 extra likes again. Nighty night. All right. Have a great night, Gary. Take care, and we'll see you real soon, I'm sure. Always a pleasure, my friend. All right, 15 all. We got a let here, so another serve coming up. Max saying, hey, Ron Bakshi, I remember you last time from the rap battle in Cubby's previous live stream. Yeah, we're getting some pretty cool things going on in these streams. We got people dropping rap bars in the comments. I get to read them out loud, and Rom was killing it the other day. Rap battle of tennis, I mean. All right, here's second serve from Alcaraz, 15 all, and Lajovic forehand return, forehand Alcaraz beautifully lands right in the corner, right by the baseline and sideline for a winner. So 30-15 Alcaraz. Cheers, homie, says JP, in regards to the Indian Wells. Yes. Peter Zaremba, Night GSL. I just love, yeah. So I don't know if you guys heard, there's one time after I started the streams, I asked Gary one day, I said, hey, do you mind being called GSL? Or if you don't like it, I won't. And his response was kind of like, oh, beautiful serve out wide and then a +1 winner up the line, Alcaraz. He's cruising right now, 40-15. So anyways, Gary responded, and I think I misread his response. I thought he said, no, I'm not a big fan of it, but he didn't say that. He actually said, at first I wasn't a fan, but now I really like it. So I love to see that it's being, that it's spreading far. I heard JG also called GSL a couple times. All right, beautiful serve out wide, Alcaraz. Lajovic, no chance to return that. Just pops it up and it hits the net. So Alcaraz, is it a consolidation? No, he already consolidated, and Lajovic got on the board last one. So he's up a break, 4-1. Let's give a little bit of love to Carlitos on the change.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, we got MQR saying hi. Welcome, MQR. Hey, MQR, let us know where you're from. I am in Vancouver, BC, Canada, where it is currently 5:12 p.m. Always like to know where you're tuning in from. Welcome to the chat, and thank you for saying hi. And by the way, anyone else who is new, who is watching and maybe a little nervous to say hi in the chat, please don't be. We love saying hi to everyone. And if you have any sort of questions or anything, ask them. Go for it. Poland. Awesome. Are you a fan of Iga? Are you a fan of Hubie? You must be. And Max saying good night to Peter as Peter. Oh, actually, I think, yes, we are family. Love it, Ems. Where is it? Good night. I think you're saying good night. Peter's actually was just saying good night to Gary. He was saying night, Gary. So I think Peter's still around in the chat. So it's 2 a.m. in Poland. Wow, thank you for joining me so late. That is amazing. We got Diarrhea Revel saying, give me access to Tennis TV or any link where I can watch this live free. Then I will like, subscribe, and tell others to do so. Are you holding me hostage, my friend? So here's the deal. We can't show it. Let me see. If you type in livetv.sx, that's like a kind of like a shady website. livetv.sx. It's a Russian website. I used to use that once in a while with a VPN. That way, you know, it's always a good idea to use that if you're kind of going on these sites. But yeah, be careful because you never know with those types of sites. But there you go, my friend. So, hey, if you do end up doing that, please give us a like and subscribe. Let's see what else we got. JP asking, if Alcaraz wins the title, what will it mean for rankings? Good question. I don't think he played this tournament last year. I think he started his swing in Rio. So I think they'll just go to points will go towards him. It'll be 250, I believe. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We got Max welcoming MQR. And right back at you, it says MQR. Hey, Max. Ems, no worries, no worries. Yeah, both. No, I read it that way too for a second, and I was like, wait, hold on. That was Gary who was leaving. Peter welcoming MQR. Hey, Polska. All right, so Lajovic serving now. 15 all. Alcaraz backhand. Lajovic backhand. Forehand Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand desperation Lajovic. Short ball Alcaraz hits a forehand ripper right actually at where Lajovic was, and he did get a piece of it, but it went long. He couldn't handle it. So 15-30 Alcaraz is just 2 points away from another break and a chance to serve out the match. Yeah. This is so funny. Everyone's saying goodnight to each other, but no one's actually going to sleep. So what happened was Gary said goodnight to Peter, and then Peter said goodnight GSL, and then everyone thought Peter was going to sleep. and now Peter thought Max was going to sleep. So funny, so funny. Still in, folks, he says. Loving this, loving the chat here. All right, Lajovic with a point here, 30 all, so brings it back to level. He's like, no, I don't want Alcaraz to serve it out. I want to make it to a third set. And he does a really nice job there, getting an ace. Is that an ace? Yeah, that was his first ace of the match, out wide. 159 kilometers an hour, so like 99.9 miles an hour. All right, first serve is just wide. Try to do the out wide kick serve. Second serve at 40-30 is good. Backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand up the line, backhand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, just wide. So 4-2 now. Alcaraz will be serving. Quickly take a look at the out of town. So the only other live match is Michael Moe is up 1 set and a break against Mackenzie McDonald, All-American quarterfinal in Delray Beach. Following that match will be Fritz Manarino. That will be the other quarterfinal. Following this match here in Buenos Aires is going to be Zapata Morales versus Cerundolo. And it's kind of a bummer for them because all the delays, they're going to start way later than they were hoping to. Dimitrov beats Diminor, Medvedev over OJ Aliassim, Sinner over Wawrinka, Griekspoor over Brouwer. That was in Rotterdam. And then in Doha, we had Pegula over Sakari and Swiatek cruising over Kudermetova. 6-love, 6-1 in that semifinal. So it will be Pegula, Swiatek for the title. Alcaraz serves 221 kilometers an hour just now, and then his +1 is a crushing cross-court forehand. Just killing it right now. First serve, again, he does that out wide first serve. Just, you know what he... Yeah, out wide first serve. Yeah. It's a great strategy when it works. All right, second serve is a nice kicker. Forehand, Lajovic. Backhand, Alcaraz. Forehand, Lajovic. Backhand, Alcaraz. Cross court. Backhand, Lajovic. Nice backhand angle there. And then backhand slice, Alcaraz. Lajovic is at the net. Looping backhand. Alcaraz tries to lob him. And then Lajovic does the backhand overhead smash, but he hits it into the net. That's, of course, one of the toughest shots in tennis. That's what pretty much every commentator must say whenever someone does a backhand overhead smash. Yeah, he totally mishit that one. Bounced on his side well before the net. So Alcaraz 30 love here. Serve up the middle. Nice backhand return. Alcaraz with a ripping forehand inside out. It wasn't a winner as Lajovic got a piece of it, but it went into the stands. It just went sideways off his racket. But Alcaraz serving is impressing me here. Looking really good. 40 love now. JP, any more spy balloons? I believe there was talk of some sort of spy balloon in northern British Columbia. But I don't think there was much. I don't know what the heck. I don't try not to follow that stuff. I'd rather just follow stuff that I enjoy because you can really get caught down these wormholes. All right, forehand Lajovic, forehand on the run. Alcaraz, tons of power, but Lajovic blocks that back. Now Alcaraz drop shot. Lajovic doesn't get to it. What a drop shot. Game to love, and now he's up 5-2. Wonderful little game of tennis from Mr. Carlos Alcaraz. There it is. All right. So Alcaraz now just 4 points away from the quarterfinals. Actually, I should say the semifinals because this is the quarterfinals. Beautiful. Yeah, it was really nicely done. That drop shot was okay. So Alcaraz was diagonally running and sliding as he hits the drop shot cross court. It's so difficult to do that because you have to have like the touch of not hitting it too hard while you're sliding forward, you know? Just beautifully done. Max saying, I hope Carlitos can defend his points at Miami and Indian Wells. Yeah, same here. He made it to the semis, I believe, in Indian Wells when he lost to Nadal. And then, of course, he ended up beating Ruud in the final in Miami. That was a great run. That match against Kecmanovic was one of my favorite matches as well of the year. And he also had that crazy match versus Tsitsipas. That was a great run. So yeah, and then Barcelona after that, and then Madrid after that. It was like, come on, man, slow down. Let's see what else we got. We got Ron Buckshee from football news. I was going to say soccer, but then I was going to say, then I said football twice like a weirdo. So Qatar is buying Manchester United. Interesting. It's like the country is like the sovereign nation is going to own that. That's interesting. MQR, Alcaraz has many points to defend. You are correct. He has tons of points to defend here. All right, here we go on the serve. We got a forehand rally. Now forehand winner Carlos Alcaraz. And he's looking like he smells the finish line, folks. And we all know what happens when that happens. Man, only nine people viewing right now. I guess it is a Friday night, and it is in the middle of the night in Europe. But interestingly, we have 41 likes, and we have 10 people viewing. So thank you all for liking 4 times each. Okay, Lajovic with a nice serve +1 winner on the forehand there. So 15 all. So it's not over yet. Lajovic is saying, Covey, It's not over, man. Making it sound like it is. Okay, first serve into the net here at 15 all. Here comes second serve. Ball is up. Serve is good. Alcaraz runs around the backhand for a forehand up the middle. Now backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand slice Alcaraz up the middle. Forehand Lajovic is wide. So now it's 15-30, getting close here. JP, perfect time for me, about to prepare lunch. Yeah, you're 19 hours ahead of me, which means it's what, 12:24? For me, it's 5:24. Okay, first serve is a fault. Yeah, Carlos defending crazy points like Ia got their work. Yeah, both of them are going to have a lot of pressure in a lot of these tournaments, but I think they both can handle it. Oh. Yo, just hanging out with you. Make my day, mate. Hey, Callum. Well, makes my day too to talk tennis with anyone who's interested. So thanks for jumping in the chat, and thanks for engaging with us and watching. And yeah, you made my day too, buddy. Okay, Lajovic has a game point as Alcaraz hits a forehand just wide. So still ain't over. Ooh, JP, time for a kangaroo burger. Is that for real? Drop shot for Lajovic, but Alcaraz gets to it, and then hits it to the Lajovic backhand, and he just kind of tries to chip it back, but it goes into the net. So deuce now. Alcaraz finds his way a couple of points away from this match. Time for a kangaroo. Yeah, I've never had any meat in my life. I'm a veggie since birth, so I've never tried kangaroo, but interesting. All right, first serve is out wide, and it is wide. So second serve coming up here at deuce. Peter's cooking some dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. All right, second serve is good. Forehand return. Now backhand Alcaraz is wide. So advantage, letting it go. You're well good, mate. Best commentator ever. Thank you, Callum. I appreciate it, man. I really do. That's it's nice to do something that you love and people enjoy it. So thank you for that. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, yep, I'll be hopping that kangaroo burger. I like the wordplay. Backhand slice Lajovic, Alcaraz, forehand slice. Now he's at the net. Lajovic hits it right at him, but Alcaraz with a backhand volley at the net into the open space. Back to deuce. Nicely done. Alcaraz, again, short ball, so he makes his way up. And Lajovic actually hit a beautiful ripper, one-hand backhand while Alcaraz was at the net. It dipped right as it got there, but Alcaraz was focused, and he hit a beautiful backhand volley. All right, here's Lajovic at deuce, backhand Alcaraz return. Lajovic up the middle, forehand Alcaraz up the line, and Lajovic with a lob. Alcaraz with an absolutely easy put away into the crowd. So we have our very first match point of the day.
Match point.
Can he do it? Can he do it, folks? Alcaraz has his first match point. Lajovic serve here is good. Return up the middle. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand slice Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz up the line, and he screams as he gets the winner. And there you have it, folks. 6-4, 6-2 for the world's number 2 player, Carlos Alcaraz, over the 90th player, Dusan Lajovic. A nice hug and exchange at the net. Well done, both players. Lajovic had some good moments. So did Carlitos. And in the end, I think the power of Carlos was just a little too much. Defense was also a little bit too much. But yeah, wonderful effort. And it was a good match. It was fun. It wasn't just even though 6-4, 6-2 looks like a blowout, there were Alcaraz was broken a couple of times in the first set. Lajovic was broken 3 times in that first set and once or twice in the second set. So there you have it. Vamos, everyone's saying. Let's give Carlos one button here, and then I'll come back, look at some comments, then we'll wrap up.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, folks. So I'll take a look at a couple of comments, and then we'll wrap it up here. Okay, so Dharya Ravel says Alcaraz doing Calvin commercial posting pics on Insta doesn't look sober with the level he is at. What do you think? I think it's fine. I mean, I think he took those photos like a long time ago while he was in the middle of his injury. And he's posting them now, but I don't think he's actually taking the photos now. So yeah, I mean, these guys are top level athletes. They're going to have sponsorships. I haven't seen any evidence that the sponsorships are kind of ruining his play. So I'm going to say, if as long as your tennis is still fine, do what you got to do. Callum asking, and what football team do you like? If any, mine is City. So I'm not the biggest football fan, but I do like Liverpool. And it's kind of the reason is because I had 2 buddies that moved from the UK, and we all worked in the same place. And the 2 buddies, one was Tom and one is Peter. Tom was a Chelsea fan, and Peter was a Scouser, a Liverpool fan. So they both were kind of fighting for my affection for their team. And one day, I don't know why, I think it was Steven Gerrard is the reason why I end up choosing Liverpool. So I don't really follow, although I have seen that this Erling Haaland is like tearing up the EPL this year. But generally, I'm more of a tennis and ice hockey fan. But there's the answer there. MQR saying, good job, Carlos. Thank you, MQR, for coming into the chat. 2 a.m. in Poland. We really appreciate it. Callum saying vamos. JP saying vamos. And also saying Nori and Carlos final. I would say so, but I wouldn't be surprised if Varillas, I don't know what's going on with Nori. He's taken 3 sets as a heavy favorite in both of his matches so far. But yeah, he is the favorite. I could see it happening. It would be a good match too. And Max saying, Covey, thank you for the live stream. You are very welcome, Max, and you are welcome, everyone. Thank you as well to everyone for helping us reach 42 likes and watching this match with me. I know Friday nights are not the most popular to be sitting and watching tennis unless you're crazy fans like we are. And so I thank all of you for being a crazy fan with me. Other than that, I would like to say thank you all, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow if there's any streams going on. I'm not sure what the schedule is in terms of GTL. However, always keep tuned to our channel. And of course, we will always show whatever we have coming up. Also, on Monday, we will have the first weekly edition of Covey's Corner. That's another thing that I'm very excited about. So one more time from Vancouver, BC, for the GTL Tennis Podcast, I am Covey, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.